It's here.
There we go.
We're here with it. Episode 7, back-to-back episodes, man. Joyce and Brian is in the building, man. We're just trying to pump out content. Okay, at this rate, the summer's coming to the end, but the podcast's not coming to the end. We got a guest today, Sean the Jeweler. You already know what's going on.
Introduce yourself.
Dawn the Jeweler. I go by Sean, but the jewelry name would be Dawn the Jeweler. On Instagram at done_by_dawn. And my jewelry page at Black Ice NYC. That's Black with a V.
I like that. I appreciate you having me on the show. Some quick announcements. Episode 7, and we just started, and we just got more content coming up right now. I mean,
TikTok
the summer's
coming soon.
What's coming soon?
TikTok coming soon.
TikTok is coming soon. I know y'all be asking for the TikToks, and now I'm giving y'all the TikTok, man. And now I'm giving y'all the TikTok. Just a big shout out to everyone that's just been supporting us so far, and just enjoy the episode, man. We just here to get right.
Let's get to it. So we have a special guest today, Sean, a good friend of mine, and I feel like this podcast episode is going to be special because he does something that not many people do, and everyone listening could learn from it. And I just want to get into it. So, what do you do?
Well, right now, the main thing that I'm doing is jewelry. I'm a jeweler, black-owned jewelry company in NYC. But other businesses that I have the construction business, and I have a nonprofit where I teach like financial literacy.
Okay. How do you manage all those businesses? I wonder.
It's really hard managing more than one business at one time, and I learned that, but it's like I don't really like to stop anything I started, so I just have to make it work. But if anyone, I wouldn't recommend doing too many things at one time.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, we only have 2 hands, you feel me? But like if you can juggle multiple things at once, then it's not really a big deal and stuff.
Yeah.
So which business would you say takes up majority of your time?
I would say construction takes a majority of my time because that's the only thing that you have to actually be there for. And you have to, like, that's hands-on. Jewelry, I'm doing a lot of that on my laptop and my phone because the design work. And then stocks and the financial, I'm just recording or in the stock market on my phone. So things that you could do from anywhere doesn't take as much time as, like, construction where I got to be at the site.
You always on the move. Always
That's
working.
That's
it.
That's good. So, like, how do you view 9 to 5s?
I feel like somebody got to work the 9 to 5. So
Be careful what you say, because I work a 9 to 5.
somebody has to work a 9 to 5. So I just felt like that wasn't for me. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I always push that there's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5 because someone has to do it. And you could have a 9 to 5 and definitely make millions if you invest your money right. And that's the safest way. That could be one of the smartest way too if it works for you. Cause like with this, when you go and start business after business or even just one business, you don't know where your paycheck is coming from.
True.
And
So wait. Sorry to cut you off. So since you're a businessman, you do all this business. Do you ever feel like you're scared because you don't know where your next paycheck's coming from? Since everything is just you're running everything.
So I always told myself like I'm gonna do all this while I'm young because you have more to fall back on when you're young. Because my mom and my aunt and my family always tell me, why don't you just go get a job? But I'm like, right now I'm young, so I could afford these mistakes.
This is the part where you can make all your mistakes.
Yeah, this is where I can make all my mistakes. But I live by myself, so it's like if I don't make that money for the month, I gotta know where to live.
How we gonna feed the kids? How we gonna feed them? I like that. It's actually, now that you mentioned about your parents, it's kind of hard to like, it's kind of hard to explain to parents, especially old generation parents, about like just how free we live like in this generation. Like back then it was like just normalized. You just get a typical 9 to 5 or just get a job just to like to support your your family and stuff like that. But like you said, you're young, you know, you have a chance to just try all these new things that you're into and stuff like that. And it's just like, personally, I just feel like parents should just be a little bit more like accepting, you know, just a little bit more like patient with kids, because a lot of them don't understand that times has changed. Like things aren't what they used to be anymore. So it's just like, no disrespect to like the hard work they put in before, but like the stuff you had to do back then, we don't gotta do right now because you laid the foundation already. So it's just like,
I come from a Caribbean background.
Batman team.
So
Shout out to my Caribbeans.
my parents, they very strict. My dad, my mom, yeah, they very strict. So a lot of things I'm doing, they don't agree with. But I just remember, just the other day, my dad was showing me. I don't know. I think his name Khabib, the guy from TikTok. He's worth like $2 million now. He make videos.
Khabib.
Oh,
What's his name? He make
the-
videos and he
the
don't
midget,
even talk.
right?
Wait, what?
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, yeah,
He make videos and he
yeah.
don't talk in the videos. He just shows how an easier way to do something.
Oh, I know him. The
Yeah.
y'all, I know exactly what you're
I
talking
think his
about.
name
He's a
He
trend
just be-
breaker.
Yeah, he just be showing you
Yeah.
shit.
He's a
It's
hack
just-
breaker.
My
Right.
dad showed me one day. He's like, why when you all on your phone, y'all can't do something like this? And look, $2 million. He didn't even talk with it. I'm like, you don't even want me to be on. You want me to go get a job or whatever? But hey,
Where did that passion come from to like always keep doing something or just be different? Because you don't see a lot of young black jewelers.
yeah. So my dad actually did construction, so that's where it all started with. He was taking me since I was 9 years old.
Wow.
And I hated it.
When parents take you to their fucking job, it is the worst thing ever. Because what my dad used to do is that he used to work, he used to fix people's computers at houses. So like on those days, like a Saturday, and those be the fucking worst. Saturday afternoon, bro. We there, bro. I'm there until like 10 o'clock at night, bro. Just playing with the other people's stuff, playing on the other people's couches, bro.
Yeah, I hated it because it's not even, he didn't work with a company. He worked by himself, so he could take me to work anytime.
Oh,
Versus,
so
I
it
wish
was
he
on
worked
his
with
time.
like a company where, you can't bring your kid to work every day, but he didn't. So I was able to go to work every day. So after school.
So you was working
weekends,
since you was a kid.
Bro, that's
yeah,
dope.
but I hated it until I found a way for it to make money for myself. So in college, I was working in college. I used to put in mad hours. Like in college I used to say I was a workaholic. That's what I used to call myself.
My son was doing OT for OT.
And I was
What were you working as?
I was working at the Student Activity Center, and I was working at Maryhaven. So yeah, I had 2 jobs, and then so I had those 2 jobs, and even at that time I was into jewelry, so I knew I wanted to be a jeweler, and I was actually looking to get my first piece, like for myself, and I want to get a chain that said workaholic. And then, I got a quote for it and everything, and this he was like $5,500. I'm for this. So I'm like, damn. So I'm like, I gotta put in a lot of hours for this. But I was really just working in Maryhaven one day, and then I don't know, something happened. Like, the lady came. Maryhaven's like where you work with like autistic kids and stuff.
Oh,
And you gotta really be watching them. But like it was like they was all sleeping and stuff, and one of the managers came and said, "Get off your phone." I'm like, yo, but everybody's sleeping. What you mean get off your phone? Like, nah, you can't be on your phone. So I'm like, yeah, this is not really it. I gotta figure something else out. So there at Maryhaven, I made my construction page right then and there.
Wow.
I didn't get off my phone.
You know what's so funny?
I got off texting.
All it takes is you just to get up and just make a page. Just make the page, and the business gonna start, bro.
I knew how to do it. So, and I had some old pictures in my phone from when I was helping people out, but I wasn't doing it as a business. So I just made the page, put some pictures up. This is all at Maryhaven. She told me to get off the phone. I didn't. I just decided to do this in case she fired me. And, yeah, did it together. And then I have really supportive friends. And in college, I had a lot of people. Like I was kind of known in college. I did like.
Well, yeah, I mean, yo, bro, like you make jewelry, my
bro,
guy.
that's crazy.
Nah, I wasn't
bro.
making jewelry in college. It was after. So.
Oh, after college.
Yeah, at that point, I was really just doing construction.
Okay, but you was a guy who knew how to get his money. I think that was.
I was throwing parties.
People just knew how to get money. I think that was the point of it.
I was throwing parties. Freshman year, I was cutting hair a little bit. So I messed up a
Damn,
couple
this
people's
nigga's
hairline.
Yeah. Have you ever had a bad haircut?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
And I knew it was bad, and I know he knew it was bad, but he tipped me, and he went about
tipped
his
you
ways.
too,
I'm like, yeah, that was close. I just let that one be. I was like, this is not for me.
Was it like a? Did you mess up on the fade or
Nah, it was. I was really giving shape ups, $5 shape up, and he gave me $15.
$15?
I was just
After
giving
you
five.
fucked
He
up
gave
my
me
hairline,
15.
that's love right
I
there.
know.
He fuck with you. He
Yeah,
fuck with
yeah.
you, bro.
I was
He
like,
fuck
damn.
with you.
I was like, damn. I guess he like it. Well, I know he didn't.
Nah, but that's good though, cause most people don't really commit to one thing, and you have a lot of stuff going on, and you started young, which is really good. So I'm about to give you a round of applause, cause shit is crazy.
Do some crazy shit. But the term jeweler, like I don't want to just say like you make jewelry. Like how exactly does that work?
Making jewelry. There's a like I had posted on my Instagram the other day like what goes on the back end because people
Behind
think,
the scenes?
Yeah,
That's
people
exclusive
footage. People think making jewelry is just like, oh, everything's shiny, but if you
That's
really
exactly
go
what I
and
thought.
make jewelry, like if you see a bench jeweler's hands, they're gonna be black because you over there, you're working on a polish machine, you're drilling stuff, you putting diamonds in, you're putting thousands of diamonds in one piece. You really gotta like sit there and do it, so it's not really fun.
So like, is it a lot of money up front to get it done if that makes sense? Cause I'm assuming you don't put the diamonds into your graphic, into your designs, or how does that work?
Okay, so like you talking about the process if you want to get a
Yeah.
piece or a process of starting a business?
I guess for like if someone's watching.
Well, I'm trying to get a piece, so let's do the process that
Alright.
we trying to get a piece
Yeah,
at.
piece
Alright.
then business.
Okay, so if you guys are trying to get a piece, most jewelers charge like a $500 design fee. I charge a $150 design fee. Since I'm just starting.
Y'all heard that, right? All right, man. Y'all heard that, right? All
$50
right.
design fee.
Get with him.
Get with them. If you not with them, you getting left.
So then you tell me a budget you want me to work with, or you just tell me the piece size you want me to work with, and I'll do my best. And then I put it together on the computer, and then you're gonna get a full 3D model, a render, a price chart. So I'm gonna quote you out if you want SI, VS, or VVS diamonds, and then you get to choose what quality you want. And if you like the piece you do the render, then the next step is you get the 3D wax, so it's a physical wax from a 3D printer.
Okay, so
What if I just want a big ass chain? Just a big generic chain. I don't know if you saw, there was a meme a long
Like
time
a Cuban?
ago. Yeah, what? A Cuban. Yeah, a Cuban link.
Yeah,
A
Cubans,
Cuban link, yeah.
solid or down. They really just go by the weight and the carat count.
Bro,
it's not
is it
really
like,
much.
is it like 10 pounds? Like the,
Nah,
how heavy is a
You're
chain?
not gonna get nothing no 10 pounds. Maybe it really go and everything's a metric unit, so it goes by a huge Cuban would probably be a kilogram.
a kilo.
A kilo, yeah, that's
I
the
can
biggest.
see where they get the term kilo from. I get that.
Like
Goodness
again, a
gracious.
kilo is huge because this one that I'm wearing right here is like 200 grams.
jeez.
A kilo is 1,000 grams, so 5 of these.
Can you
so.
imagine a kilo of weed, bro? Outrageous. I'll
That's
never have to smoke
crazy.
again, bro. Outrageous. But okay, so since you are in the process of making jewelry and stuff like that, and you gave all the terms, what's it called? The VHS? No, that's something. No.
Yes, that's
Yeah, y'all get what I'm saying. But pretty much is that, do you make jewelry for rappers?
I want to. I didn't bump into a rapper yet. I had a few up and coming artists come to me. But yeah, what they want, and it's like jewelry. You have to really have a budget for it.
Do a lot of people don't have budgets?
Nah, people have budgets, but for people also have to be realistic. Because when I went to go get my first piece, I didn't say I want this like a chain like Lil Baby had on, and I had 5,500. When he told me that 5,500, I was like, okay, this is worth 5,500. I didn't go ask for something 3 times the size. So I feel like you gotta just like, even with jewelry, I know jewelry's something flashy, but sometimes you really gotta just start with something.
You gotta start with something. But for
start
me,
with
it's just like, I don't know, because I just had to like hang out with just the right group of people. But I don't personally see me, at least right now, paying like $5,000 for like a tennis bracelet.
Yeah.
Even if it's real diamond.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
It
what I mean?
depends on the people you hang out with, but
Yeah.
I have to find a way to sell to everybody. So people who don't like,
Everyone's gotta eat, baby.
Yeah.
Everyone's gotta
people
eat.
who don't want to spend $5,000 on a tennis bracelet, I tell them it's an investment. I teach them how it's an investment. I tell you, instead of getting that tennis bracelet, get a solid gold bracelet. Gold prices are going up. Last year, when I bought my first piece, I don't have it anymore. I melted it. But when I bought my first
damn.
piece, I paid $5,000. If I was to just make it again, it would be $8,500 just because the gold price went up, diamonds price, there's a diamond show, the gold price went up. So if I went and took it back to a jeweler or someone and they give me scrap value, I'll probably would have got more money, and I wore my chain for 4 years.
Wow.
Dang, goodness
So like,
gracious.
what's the difficulties that you go through with the jewelry?
The first thing you go through, you have to with jewelry. It's about trust. So you got to get your clients to trust you, and your audience to trust you, because a lot of jewelers lie about what they make. So
Goodness
when I say
gracious.
SI, VS, VVS, you can't. It's hard to tell between by eye level, but SI diamonds versus VS diamonds. So a jeweler might give you really good SI and say, okay, these are VS diamonds, and then they come to me and say, oh, I want VS diamonds, and I give them the actual VS diamond price. They be like, oh, my jeweler was charging me less because he wasn't actually giving you VS diamonds. I even found out that my piece that I had
There's
first got,
something in the water.
my piece that I had first got wasn't really true VS. So my motto in my business, and it's in my bio, is like, we value honesty and transparency. So with if you ever shop with us, we definitely gonna tell you the truth about what you're getting.
I feel like we all have gotten something fake at some point. Like you say, you didn't get the real diamond.
Yeah.
I had
Nah,
fake Raging
they-
Bulls at one point. It was
It's
bad.
real diamonds, but it's about the diamond quality.
Oh,
So he might have told you like, this is an AMG, but it's really just a package.
It's really a Subaru.
Yeah.
We're not outside with an AMG. It's a 2MG.
Yeah,
So like, what's the lifestyle of a jeweler? Like, what's your everyday?
You have to go outside with a ski mask.
So it's like, it's not like I'm walking around with a jewelry store with the jewels on me.
I feel like that's how I would start out. Just mad jewelry on me.
It's just really what I'm wearing, and I feel like I've been wearing jewelry before I was making jewelry, so it's really the same thing. The only difference now is that I would say I have less money since I started the business, because I put all my money into my business. Like,
Okay, yeah.
like I put a lot of money into marketing, a lot of money into I do giveaways, I do promotions, I do a lot of things with my business. So before, what I would spend $10,000 to make jewelry or make something for myself, I spend $10,000 on boosting stuff on Instagram, doing promotions, doing giveaways. And then I'm like,
Promotion.
yeah, I'm like, damn, like I'm giving away this that could have been for me.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're gonna get it back though in the future, because you're putting in so much money and effort into it. So, and like with stuff like that, it's just gonna grow. It's not gonna decline. It's just gonna grow. I feel like you're on the right track, doing everything you got to do. I see you active on Instagram, doing giveaways, and people following you, and you have a good support system.
And you got a big ass chain. Always show the chain off. Be honest, like when you take photos, do you take them at an angle where like your chain go show?
One of the first. This was actually this is my updated chain, but I had made a chain before this when I first started jewelry. That was the first thing I did, and I don't count that as an expense for myself, but I count it as a marketing expense. So
Okay, speak on it.
When I do my taxes or whatever, it's a tax write off, because it's marketing.
That's smart.
Just
That's
like
smart. That's smart.
If you guys were to get a chain from me, and you put 347 on it, that's also a tax write off, because it is marketing.
Yo, that's business.
So
Hit the 100 button, man. 100. Come on now, it's
That's
business.
why I say, like, there's way to sell jewelry to everyone, because a lot of certain people who don't too care about the image but care about the money, you can tell them, like, there's ways it goes up in value, and you can write it off. Jewelry's a write off. When they hear those two things, they're like, oh, I'm getting this for free and I'm making money off of it. Of course, I'm gonna do it.
So like, how the women
So,
all this jewelry,
All this
I
bling,
see you on
big
parties,
ass
too.
chain, man.
And then
Yeah,
we
so-
walk in the
Because
spot,
look,
they see
honestly,
they
because
see
if
the
I'm you,
chain.
right, and I'm a jeweler, I'm carrying my chain and stuff, and the last thing I ever want to do is have my chain snatched. I don't want my chain to be snatched. I always see jokes about like chain snatching, but it's like, it's scary to get your chain snatched, bro, because like you're in shock, and then by the time you realize that your chain got snatched, the guy's already gone.
But with jewelry, or like with any other business,
Yeah.
I always say you got to learn the players. So before even getting into jewelry, I watched videos of up and coming jewelers, like when Aviani was up and coming, when Alex Morse, when a lot of jewelers that I look to, I watch him, and all these jewelers got robbed in their early
They got
like,
chain snatched,
Aviani
baby.
actually got robbed 3 times, twice when he was on the road, and once when he was in his shop. Then he
Someone got richer.
Then he decided to get security, which is, I mean, but I try not to worry too much. I understand the risk with everything I do. Whenever you choose something, you're gonna have to understand the risk. There's risk with anything you do.
Anything you do, there's always risk. I think we spoke in the last episode that the problem is that like people will do things and like they wouldn't have a follow-up plan.
Yeah,
like what exactly are you gonna do?
Yeah, like with this jewelry, of course, now I have more than my chain to protect. So forget about getting my chain snatched. I could make another one. I hope that never happens. But I can make another one. But now, what if I made a client's piece and he gave me 100,000, and then on
God
the way
forbid.
to deliver it, somebody steals it?
Yeah,
that's what insurance
crazy.
is for. So I have insurance. My pieces are insured. My business is insured, and so I don't have to really worry about all of that.
So with clients, when they ask for pieces, you ask for the deposit first. I'm assuming, to make sure they don't just back up, be like, I don't want this piece no more.
Yeah. First I take the non-refundable design deposit, which is $150. That's $150. So a lot of people are comfortable just giving up $150. That's why other jewelers ask for $500 because they know you give $500, you're gonna want your piece. You give $150, might be like, never mind. So, but I don't want anyone to feel trapped. So the $150 covered the design, and then after that, before I start making it, I probably take half, and then when that's done, I get the other half.
Okay.
If I finish it, this happened to me before. I finished the piece, and then the person don't got the money no more. It's an $8,000 piece.
She.
4,000. He gave me 4,000. I finished the piece out of pocket because I had to come out because I'm not in profit yet. So I'm down a couple thousand, and then he doesn't have the money for months to months to months. I'm like,
that's out of pocket.
I'm like, damn.
So
but this is a business, so this is what it comes with.
Yeah. So like, how do you deal with that? Like, it's like something like that happening because I'm guessing when you were thinking about it, you didn't think about like people backing out or not having the money for it. So
I decided to before I finish, I try to get in the profit. So instead of splitting up the payments into 2, I might split it up into 3. So this way, if a piece is, let's say a piece is 9,000 and the profit is 3,000, if it's like something like that, then if I get the 1/3, then the second third, so I'm already at the 6,000, which means I will have the cost of the piece.
Okay.
I might not be in profit, but at least I have the cost. So this way, even if he doesn't get the piece, at least I'm not really out of pocket. But a lot of times that doesn't happen. So, and I do have to come out of pocket a lot, but it is what it is. Like a lot of people always say, like, "Oh, I see the jewelry money is doing you well," but
damn, don't go off IG.
Yeah, the jewelry money is like. I think I had, like I said earlier, I have less money now that I've been doing the jewelry because.
But you can get it back though.
You don't get it right back.
Sure.
Everything
you gotta
is put into the business
to get money.
Yeah, exactly.
So how do you deal with your bad days? As a like businessman in general, since you don't really have a 9-to-5, you're like on your own. So how do you deal with the bad days, or like how do you put a mindset to it to where it's like it's gonna get better? Because as a businessman, there are gonna be bad days. So how do you deal with that?
I learned to take days off. So like if I have like a really bad week, I take a day off. Because before, what I was doing when I had a really bad week or a really bad something happened, I would try the next day to try to just get something together. And me rushing to get something together, I'm messing more shit up. Like I'm causing more problems. So I'm like, yeah, you just gotta learn how to take a day off sometimes and reset. And then you just gotta see it through. Whatever you do, gotta see it through. And I mean, I'm glad that I have 3 businesses. Well, mainly right now I'm focused on 2. And it's like, if one's not going good, you could really just fall back
income.
on the other.
That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
But for me, like I like to take one things at and like granted, like I should have multiple sources of income, but like especially me now, I only got 2 hands, and like I need 2 hands to do even one thing I do. So it's like it's really cool that you're managing a lot of these things because like even this school and then work is like a bit much for me itself. So it's just like to make jewelry and construction. Is it like building construction or like
building like I do big projects, small projects. I prefer big projects, but like
think about the bigger picture.
Yeah, I do everything.
Yeah, get me.
That's dope.
But yeah, right now, construction, all that money really goes into the jewelry business. 'Cause construction was really supposed to be my stepping stone into what I really want to do, and it's jewelry. So I plan to leave construction in the back, and just focus on jewelry. Construction, I'm still gonna be doing on my own when I buy my own houses, flip my own houses. But I don't want to go and like say, oh, I'm gonna give you a quote to fix your house. I'm gonna get away from that. I'm just gonna focus on my own real estate and my own.
Actually, as a matter of fact, since you're making jewelry, I mean, when you propose to your wife, are you gonna give her a chain?
Nah, yeah, I'm probably gonna make her a ring. I actually I don't want to make my wife's ring. I want another jeweler that I do business with or thing to make it. I feel like it would just work better.
So if you're looking for another jeweler, what are you looking in another jeweler? How about that?
Oh, actually, I wouldn't go to like a big, like when I started this jewelry business, I started by myself. Then I had teamed up with 2 other jewelers. They were also around my age, black jewelers also. And then we actually was together for a point. It didn't work out, but we still cool. But that's like, if I was to get married, I'll probably have like JD make the ring. And because I just feel like, for some reason, I just feel like I shouldn't make the. I feel like that's something I should just.
That's too much pressure.
Yeah,
Think about that.
I would like another jeweler to make it, so it could be like another mark. I don't want to make it how I like it. I want to make it probably how she would like it, or something like that. And I want to pay for it. I want it to feel like this is a ring.
Yeah.
Every kiss don't become a K. It became an S for Sean, baby.
So like, what's your like end goal with everything that you're doing?
I want my end goal. I really want to grow the business to a point where I'm doing $500,000 pieces, $1 million pieces like Aviani, Alex Morse, Eliante. Yeah. And then I also want to have I want to have an online store that's for like everybody. I don't want to do in-person stores like a franchise like Zales or anything, but I want to do like an online store where I have pieces for $300, $200, $500, $1,000. So everyone could shop with me, and then
everyone get a dread.
Yeah, and then I would like differentiate it, like the black ice. Then I would have like probably the higher end thing, or like higher end, but all in the same company.
It all just comes with time. That's it, man. And just be humble. Just honestly, like the best part of this process is just like the whole process of going through the process, rather than just the end goal. Because like if you're thinking to yourself like, hey, I'm gonna be happy like when I do this, then you're not gonna be happy. But if you're happy like as you're going through it, like it's fun. That's it. You making chains.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I learned to have fun in the process. Cause before I was just thinking about what's gonna happen the next day or the next day. Like, I can't wait for in 3 months this to happen, instead of just enjoying the steps to get in there. Like I realized, I always said like I can't wait for my Instagram to get to 10,000 followers. But every day I get 2, 3, 4 followers, and I see my Instagram go from 500 to 1,000 to 3,000. I'm just like, yeah, it's like we get in there.
You know what's so funny? But the thing is that like the problem is, and this is just us all together. People have a problem committing. Like people will look at your stuff and they'll like it, and like they won't commit. Like how many YouTube videos do you see that you love the video and you wouldn't even subscribe or like it?
Yeah.
It's a lot. So imagine, take that a mindset, and now you see someone going on your page and they love everything you're doing, and they're like, you know what?
I'm not gonna follow.
I'm not gonna follow this. I'm not gonna follow you and stuff. But you're public, so I'm gonna see you when I see you.
Right.
It's one of those.
You gotta get people. Like that's why I like to do giveaways. Whenever I do giveaways, you have to be following both pages. If you win at the end of the giveaway, when I pick the name out the hat or off the wheel, and then you win, and I check, are you following the page? Oh, sorry, you forfeit. You're not following the page. So it's like
spin the wheel, 2 giveaways.
I always have people. I make sure that people like follow. The following is not as hard because people want to see the jewelry.
Yeah,
it's getting them to like it and to share it as a comment, like,
and getting them to buy it.
Yeah,
that's a big part, because I feel like people are scared of big numbers, so they're not gonna commit. So it's smart that you do the payments, so like it doesn't look like they're dropping all this money first. And maybe a suggestion is, I don't know how you might do it, but I don't know if you want to do it, but have them pay with credit.
Yeah. So yeah, if you go online
or Apple Pay,
if you go online, you can use Apple Pay or credit or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
But if you booking straight through me, I'll take Zelle. But yeah, a lot of people do follow me and say, "Oh, I can't wait to support your business. I just can't afford it right now." So what I did, I dropped
I hate
T-shirts.
those. Yeah, I
You
hate
want to
that.
support?
Oh
I got
my
$25 T-shirt.
That's fire.
It's so funny
Smart.
because no, but I see where they're coming from. Hold on. I see where they're coming from. Like they don't have the money right now, but I'll support your business. But like for me, if you don't have the money right now, don't give me false hope.
Yeah.
because some people they'll get the money. And like I'm not gonna double text you, be like, hey, remember when you say you're gonna show on my business? Well, like you're gonna need to do that right now.
Yeah. But I really try to treat every client like they have $1 million. So this way, because you never know when someone's gonna come up or when it's gonna be their day, or like somebody you don't know. It's this generation, you don't know where they're gonna get that $10,000 from, and make it.
I'll treat everyone like a fucking millionaire.
I seen someone who didn't really, he told me he wanted a chain. And I was a little skeptical of it because I know him I know him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want him to be wasting my time. But, you know, I
Damn.
treated him as I didn't know him and he was just another client. And I made him the design. And then he said, okay, I'm going to get back to you about it.
That's the worst.
About 3 months went by. Okay, nothing.
Still on the queue.
I was like, I knew it. 6 months went by, $5,000. Fell to me straight there.
Zelly.
He was like, yeah, I had a good week. I said, damn, I'm having a good week too now.
Yo, his numbers on the parlay hit. Hit.
He said he had a good week. So that's why I really try to treat every client like you really never know. And so.
But treat everyone like they have $1 million, but some people don't behave like they got $1 million.
No. It's the people who don't have the $1 million who behave like they have $1 million. So I would have a client.
100.
He's spending $10,000. Like, okay, here's a Zelle. Let me know when the piece is ready. Simple. Then I have someone. Okay, your piece is $1,000. Texting me every day. What's going on? How's the piece going? I don't like this about it.
Damn.
They like
bro.
all of that, and I'm like, damn. Or they'll be like, oh, I sent you my money last week. What's going on? Are you trying to get away with my money? I'm like,
Yo,
if somebody
he has to go eat. He has to go eat or something.
and somebody sell me 10,000, and I had no problems with them, and you see the transaction went well. You think I'm gonna run off with your $500 and ruin my business?
Yeah,
that's making 6 figures in revenue.
Well, I'll keep 150 since it's non-refundable.
Yeah.
I'll keep 150. You can have 350 back.
Yeah, so it wouldn't make sense to ruin a business I see growing over $500, $1,000, even $10,000. I'm not gonna ruin the business over $10,000.
No, absolutely. And sometimes you're gonna run to the Karens in jewelry.
Yeah,
I never actually. How is that Karens in jewelry? Jewelry. I can't pronounce shit. We do this every episode.
Jewelry.
Jewelry. Comment section below how to say jewelry, man.
I actually like working with them. It's very simple. They like usually they're more like simple people and to the point. And they really like investment people. They will most likely go for like watches, solid gold.
People want to tell time, but we don't have time. Outrageous.
Yeah, so I haven't really had any clients that I had any problems with besides like maybe a late payment, but that comes with any business.
Do you hunt people down for late payments?
No, never. I just remind, like, when the date, if you say you're gonna pay me on the 3rd, and I'm not gonna text you on the 2nd, I'm gonna text you on the 3rd. And then on the 3rd, if you don't have it, you just let me know when you're gonna have it. If you say on the 13th, I'm gonna text you on the 13th. I'm not gonna be that person text you every day or watching your page, because I feel like and at the end of the day, I still have the piece. It's not like you have the piece and you're trying to run away. Like, it's the pieces in my house. Gold is money, diamonds is money, so it is. At the end of the day, I could always go melt your piece.
That's the thing. If
I
don't get money from you, I'm gonna get money from somewhere.
yeah. I could go resell it to someone else.
Speak on it. A little sample pack, a little giveaway. That's it.
Nah, because I didn't even think about that. Because, like, obviously, I don't know, probably not enough money for Julie, but now, like, I just get a t-shirt.
Whole lot of bling this episode. Sean just gave us an insight on just what it meant to be a jeweler, how to be a businessman, and just honestly just protect your chain. Protect yourself, man. Multiple sources of income, that's it. Black power, black excellence, everything black.
So, where can we find you again?
My personal page is done by _Dawn. And then my business page is Black Ice NYC, BLVCK ICE NYC.
But hold up, what made you decide Dawn, the jeweler?
So I always went by Sean the Dawn, like in college or whatever. My Instagram was Sean the Dawn. Everyone's calling me Sean the Dawn. So Sean the Dawn the jeweler is a really long name, and that's too good. So I was
Sean the John the jeweler.
I'll just go by Dawn the jeweler, and even though I don't want to go by Dawn the jeweler, I go by Dawn's here and there, but I don't like the name jeweler because then it like limits me.
Yeah, limits you. Yeah.
I don't want to be ever known as Dawn the jeweler when I'm doing $1 million construction project or I'm starting a business or doing.
Damn.
Like it's like I learned that from other jewelers, of course, like Ben Bowler, Jimmy Boy. Like those are jewelers that don't have jewelers in the name, and they said they glad they never had jeweler in their name.
Research.
You can just call
have
yourself
podcasts too now. That's the main thing they do. They're doing a podcast, and he goes by Ben Bowler. He doesn't go by Ben the jeweler
or Ben the podcast. Can you imagine we went by 347 the podcast? Nah, but I mean that's pretty cool. I think that's more of like a identity thing. You know, you don't want to just be clarified as just jeweler. You know, you want to be called as Dawn Deshaun, Donnie. Yo, comment section on what his name should be, man. That's it.
That's why I have done by Dawn, because done by Dawn, it could be for jewelry, done by me. It could be your house, done by me. It could be a lot of things. I could invest your portfolio, done by me. So it's just done by Dawn.
And there's Dawn soap. Get your dishes clean, man. Come on now. Get your dishes clean. Multi-talented right here, man. Multi-talented. Great episode. All social medias in the description. Tune in for episode 8. Not sure when episode 8's gonna be, but just stay in, man. Stay in, stay up, stay blessed. That's it.